Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode from Jeero Media, where we help you scale your brand to $1 million and beyond. If you have never heard of us, we are an agency, and we like to share some of our best converting secrets with smaller companies that are trying to grow and reach their goals, whether it's on Shopify, WooCommerce, or any other platform out there. So last week we shared a very popular Facebook post on our page on how to create ads that convert. Basically, how to guarantee that the ads that you put towards your cold audience are going to make a sale and not waste your money on. Usually, what happens when people start advertising on Facebook is that they test all their ads against their cold audience. And in the process, they may waste 20, 30, 40, 50, even $100 doing so. But here we teach you a quick way that you can create ads that are guaranteed to convert and make sales. The post is on our Facebook page, but a lot of people ask for a video walkthrough since it is a little bit more advanced. So we're going to give you the full video right now. So when does this strategy work? So it's important to know that this is more of an advanced strategy for people that have a Facebook presence, have a couple hundred to a few thousand people on their Facebook page, and that audience is very engaged. And I'll explain why in the next step. Now, when you execute this is when you're looking to scale your ads. So say, for example, you want to grow your business and reach new cold audiences all the time, right? A lot of people say, oh, you only need to have one ad, but each audience is different. So if you want to scale your campaigns, scale your budgets, and scale your ad sets at the top of the funnel to reach more people, you want to make sure that you're constantly hitting those new people with ads that are relevant to them and that are going to convert. So this works really well for that type of strategy. The second reason we do this is because each ad on Facebook is eventually going to fatigue. It's eventually going to reach the people that are going to perform the cheapest conversions, and the ad is going to start getting more expensive over time. So if you want to avoid ad fatigue and avoid experimenting with an ad that's going to work once you finish running a certain ad, this is going to help you introduce a new ad right away that you know is going to make sales. So let's get to the meat of it. So the first thing you want to do is create a post on your page. So the reason we're going to create a post on our page and not an ad is I'm going to explain right now. And that's because you want to be able to test out your ad against people that are similar to the people that are going to be seeing the ad in the cold audience. So if you think about it, people that like your page are people that buy from you, people that have seen your ads, and people that have heard about your brand. Those people are probably the same and have the same interests and desires as the people you're trying to target in your cold audience, or at least the people that you want to buy from your ad. So your page becomes a really good testing ground to test ads. And I'll show you exactly what I mean by that. So the first step is to create the ad that you want to use as a post on your page. So for example, we create Friday Insights every single week, and we publish them on our page to see which ones get the most engagement. So what you would do on your end is you would create a similar post that you want to use as an ad. So like any post that you make, you simply write a post, put your photos, tag your products, which is something that we're doing now these days that works really well, and publish it. From there, what you want to do is boost your post. And you boost it to your page likers, people that like your page. That will amplify your post that you want to use as an ad to people that like your page. Why do you want to do that? You want to build engagement and you want to test whether or not this post is actually a good post. The way that you test it is by publishing it for 2 to 3 days and then seeing a couple things. Does it get a lot of engagement? If it gets a lot of engagement, then you know it's something that gets people interested, it's provocative, or it's entertaining, and people want to participate in it, which is always good. And Facebook takes that into account when they serve your ad as part of the relevancy score. So if your post has a lot of engagement, then it's a good post to use in your promotion. But what you can do to see it, once you boost your post, you can view your results. But what you can also do is go to publishing tools, take a look at your published post, and see any post that has a lot of reach and a lot of clicks that you boosted is bound to be is successful as an ad. So take a look at your published posts, even if you've never done this before and you want to just run an ad today without having done anything. A quick hack is go to your published posts, look at any posts that have gotten a lot of reach. So for example, this one got 8,000, but this one got 12,000. So we know this one's really good compared to other ones that we ran that only got like 48 or so. So what you do is look at these performances, and you just click here to see like what happened to it. So you'll see how many likes it got, how many people clicked, how many times it was shared, and even how many times someone hit it. So if you get a lot of people hiding your post, that might not be good. But when you boost your posts, you also see a lot of other things like sales and stuff like that, which I'm going to show you right here. So this is when once the promotion is done, you're going to analyze your ad. So like I said, if it gets a lot of engagement, a lot of reach, so this specific post got 3,500 people engaged, and it reached 6,600 people just from $20. So that on itself makes it a good post to use as an ad for a cold audience or for the next step. But we take it one step further, and we actually look at how it converted on the website. So 49 product views, 11 add to carts, and 3 purchases. That makes it almost a sure winner that we can use it as an ad. Why? Because just publishing it to our core audience, it got 3 sales for $20. Imagine what it's going to get when we put it towards 2 to 3 million people. So if our ad passes our engagement test and it has good engagement and it even has some good sales or add to carts, then we're going to amplify it to our engagers. So if it doesn't pass this test, if it doesn't get engagement, if it doesn't get product views or add to carts or purchases, we just cut it and make another one. Keep in mind we're doing this probably once or twice a day, making new posts that are going to be good for ads and then saving those for when we need it. So if it works, we amplify it to our most engaged audiences. So that would be past purchasers. What else? Past purchasers, website visitors, video watchers, people that have engaged with our Facebook and Instagram. So we'll amplify to those people to get a little bit more engagement boost and validate that it's a good ad. So the first ad is page likers. The first person we showed it to were page likers. Now we're going to show it to people that aren't necessarily customers but have visited the site. So people have viewed products, visited the site, watched our videos, engaged with our ads. We run our post to there. So what we did is we ran this exact same post that we used to amplify, that we amplified here, to a warm audience. And what you can see is we spent only about $15. So far, we've only spent about $30. And here, or actually $20 here and $15 here, so around $35. And this one produced 3 sales. And this $15 ad, which lasted 3 days, as you can see here, got 4 sales at $3.75 per sale. A really high ROI because we only spent $15 and made about $209 in sales. A lot cheaper than you would get if you just show it to a cold audience from the start, because this already had this much engagement when we reached 7. It had 7 comments, 20 shares, link clicks, video views, purchases. It had validation when we added it to this audience. So the CPA just kept getting cheaper and cheaper. So this is when we amplify it to our, second step audience. So once we do that and it works, like if you get 1 or 2 sales in the page likes, but you get no sales when you amplify it to your warm audience, then I would not use it and I would work with another ad. But if you also get sales when you amplify it, you pretty much know that you have a winning ad and that you're pretty much in the money to introduce it to your cold audience. And let me show you what happens when you do that. So right now, by this point, this ad has gotten engagement from our page likers and engagement from our warm audience. So it's a really good ad. And we know for a fact that our visitors liked it, our page likers liked it, and our video watchers liked it. So if they liked it, then the people that are going to watch the videos and are going to go down our funnel, they're probably going to like it as well. And let me show you what happens when you do that. So when you execute it into the cold funnel, this is what you see. So, you're getting sales immediately from the day that you put it on at really low CPCs. So $7 sales, and you're making $1,000 with an ROI of 6.6x, $9 sales with an ROI of 5.6. And even these are all different audiences, cold audiences that we're testing. So even like a little bit higher CPAs, but you're still getting 3 to 4x ROI, where you will probably get like a 1 to 2 to 3 if you just put a cold ad in front of your audience. And we're probably going to keep these ads running. You're probably asking like, why are they running these ads that are double the CPA? Because we're getting so many people into the top of the funnel right now that just running at a almost 4x at the top of the funnel is good for us. So we're going to keep these ads running regardless, even though they're a little bit more costly, and we're probably going to double down on these audiences here. But that's the magic of really setting up your ads and testing them with people that like your brand, and then pushing them out slowly towards a cold audience. You're always guaranteed to have a sale as soon as you introduce it to the cold audience. And as you can see, it doesn't cost a lot of money. So whereas you would be testing a cold ad, a brand new ad with your cold audience, and maybe spend $30 before you cut it, if you spend $35, so $20 towards your page likers and $15 towards your warm audience, if you only spend $35 using this strategy, you're able to hugely decrease your cost per acquisition when you reach your cold audience, and already have an ad that works by the time that it reaches them. So the biggest question we got last time is, we got two questions. First of all, how do you keep the engagement on an ad? And the second thing is, what kind of conversion objectives do you have on each campaign? So the first question is, how do you keep engagement? And this is super important because you can't duplicate an ad. You can't go to ads and then duplicate. You're going to lose the conversion, the engagement when you duplicate. So what we do every time we push out this ad to every single person is very simple. We go into Facebook, publish post. If you're on the page, there's two ways you can do it. You click on publish post, you click on embed, and if you click on advanced settings, Facebook will take you to this URL for the post. You copy this post ID and you save that. The second way you can do it, if you don't want to do it from within your pages, is that you go to Ads Manager, you go to Page Post, and while this loads, you'll see that you will find your page. Where's the page? Where's the page? You'll find your page, and you'll go to publish post, and you'll see the post here. If you click on the post ID is also right here. I find this is easier than doing it from the page, but you can see that it's the exact same page ID. So 5382 and 5382. So you copy it either from there or from here, and you save it into a doc, right? So then when you go to add it to your campaign that you want to get engagements. So, for example, blog post engagements is the one that I want to get engagements in. All I have to do is create a new post within blog post engagement. And instead of creating a new ad, the key is to choose an existing ad. So it gives you two options. You can do create ad from scratch or use existing post, and then you copy the post ID into there, and boom, you have your page post right there that already has all the engagement, all the likes, all the shares in it. Now, when you're amplifying, so for step 2, when you amplify it to your warm audience, I still like to have engagement objective as my ad. However, when I'm trying to get conversions and sales, my conversion objective is either traffic, or if your pixel is not trained, or purchase conversion if my pixel is trained, which in this case you can see that it is trained and the sales are going. So if you don't have a conversion pixel that's been working well, then I would suggest traffic or view content. Otherwise, add to cart and sales has been our top performer. But now you know how to both execute the strategy so that you always have a winning ad set towards your cold audience, how to create an ad the proper way to keep the engagement, and the types of conversions to run. So if you have any questions, just leave it in the comments below and let me know what you think. Let me know what else you guys want to see, and let me know how this works for you. I'm interested to see how you put it in place and how you use it. Again, this is Luis from Jeero Media. We are here to help our clients reach the $1 million stage and beyond, and also to bring you valuable information you can execute in your business today. Thanks for watching, and look forward to seeing you in another episode.